Was the ShadowBrokers NSA document hack an inside job? ATMs hacked through EMV chips, update your iPhone now, and voter records are stolen in a state hack. All that coming up now on ThreatWire. Greetings, I'm Shannon Morse, and this is ThreatWire for August 30th, 2016. Your summary of the threats to our security, privacy, and internet freedom. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get these shows before anyone else, and check out our Patreon to see how you can help the show grow. Patreon.com/ThreatWire is the place for that. On to the news with our leading story from the NSA, of course. The NSA is always a leading story. We've got a few updates this week regarding the purported NSA hack, first being the possibility of, get this, an inside job. Yes, according to an article at cnet.com, several well-informed people close to the matter suggested this could have been the case. A professor at the Illinois Institute of Chicago who specializes in text analysis and attribution suggested that the broken English used in the ShadowBrokers auction was actually intentional, and that the seller is actually a native English speaker. An NSA employee considered the naming conventions of the data stolen and suggested that it was a one-man operation from an internal system, and while Snowden did release several files from the NSA, this breach dates to a few months after he left, and it includes data that he did not have and some that he did. So who done it? Well, only time will tell, but we'll definitely follow up with more information as it comes out. Along with this update is more information regarding the zero-day vulnerability to Cisco systems that was released with the NSA files. It turns out it's much worse than previously thought. Many more product models are susceptible to the hack. Silent Signal, a penetration testing firm in Budapest, Hungary, found the exploit also works on newer models of Cisco's Adaptive Security Appliance, aka ASA, by simply changing a small bit of code in the malware. So Cisco has released an update that will trigger a warning if it notices the flaw, which is called extra bacon. I mean, who doesn't love extra bacon? Apparently it's called extra bacon. Extra bacon. But a patch fixing the problem has not yet been released. As of the day of recording, users on older Cisco ASA software have been advised to upgrade to 9.1.7 or higher. Thailand has been hit with a slew of ATM hacks from July 9th through August 23rd at the government savings bank, aka GSB for short, to total about 12 million baht, which equates to about 350,000 USD. Researchers at security firm FireEye discovered the malware being used against ATMs in this hack and named it Ripper after part of the naming convention used in the malware. 40 banknotes can be withdrawn during any given transaction, which did limit the total stolen. For this hack to work, an attacker would install malware onto the EMV chip on a credit card on the front of the card and then slip the card into the ATM. The EMV chip would then be read by the ATM for authentication, and the malware would upload to the ATM. Ripper would disable the ATM's network interface so that it can't talk to its bank or phone home. It then replaces legit files with itself and adds itself to a Windows registry key to maintain persistence, so it keeps on going for a very long time. The attacker can then withdraw money from the ATM and move on, while Ripper hides in the background. It's time for you to update your iPhones if you haven't done that in a while. 3 zero-day flaws have been found in the wild, allowing an attacker to steal encrypted chat messages and a lot more. It's named Pegasus by security firm Lookout, and researchers believe these vulnerabilities have been used to spy on a political dissident in the UAE. Pegasus can copy history, text messages, calendar information, contacts, and it can activate the camera and the microphone, as well as track movements of the phone and steal those encrypted messages. Users are sent SMS messages with links that lead to the malware, and once it's installed, Pegasus pretty much just takes over and jailbreaks the phone. Pegasus works because of 3 different bugs on the iOS platform altogether, all of which have now been patched by Apple in their newest update. A full report on the flaws can be found in the links in the show notes below. In an FBI flash briefing posted earlier this month, the FBI announced that they had found proof of hacks taking place at state election databases, specifically for Illinois and Arizona. So in Illinois, Illinois, up to 200,000 voter records were stolen, and in Arizona, no data was stolen, but malware was indeed found. The hack was tracked through several different virtual private servers owned by hosting companies in the US, the UK, Scotland, and the Netherlands, and it lacked major sophistication. So the attacker most likely found the vulnerabilities with some kind of simple, commercially available scanning tools. Because of the hacks, the FBI's flash briefing issued a warning to state sector industries to amp up their security and be on the lookout for potential suspicious activity on their servers, and hopefully they take that seriously. Thanks again to all the fine people who contribute to patreon.com/threatwire. You are the reason that we can keep bringing you news every single week, and any little bit helps us to grow the show, and in return, we are going to build an RSS for you. When we reach our next goal, we'll bring on another episode every single week. We might even feature your adorable fur babies in an upcoming episode, like these ones, because they're freaking cute. Check out the perk levels on Patreon, and thank you so much again for helping us keep the show completely independent and ad-free. And of course, if you can't donate, you can hit the subscribe button, which is right down there somewhere, or you can share this episode on your favorite social media page and use the hashtag ThreatWire. It makes it super easy to find it, and who knows, we might repost your post. And with that, I am Shannon Morse, and I will see you on the internet. Extra bacon. Extra bacon. Extra bacon. Oh, I'm hungry.